Hello, it's a great day here at KEKFILA's YouTube channel. I am your host, KEKFILA, and I bring you the fifth round of my Treasure Cup journeys at the Carta Magica One Piece trading card game tournament. And essentially, we'll just go right into the game, but I'll talk about things in between. I lose a dice roll, but he decides to go second, so I go first. A little questionable there, but we both don't mulligan as well. I get my Perona on turn one, which is pretty juice. He does get a Nami off, and then basically off to the races here with everything. But he actually gets two Namis, so it's actually pretty high rolly. So this opponent also had a regional finalist, Matt, kind of like his other the opponent before, but this one may have earned it instead. I don't remember, but I first just swing 7, getting the Kuma out right away. I guess it was the only target. I don't remember if I have a pacifist in hand to do anything with this, but here we're at now. So I played Kuma off the top of the deck, pretty simple, and he contemplates over what he wants to do. Again, I do have a Twitter now. I'll have the Twitter info in the description, but I also have been doing a podcast, and I do that on YouTube and on Spotify. And he goes 5, most likely at the Kuma. And I really want to fight back his board. And I would normally just let this go if it was at my leader, but I really want to keep the Kuma because I want to attack that Zoro. That's really important to me right now. I really need to combat his hand. And maybe I have a pacifist on top of my deck. I don't remember at this point. Probably not. So I go 5 at his Zoro. He does a 1k counter. I go 7 at his Zoro, paying 1. I reveal like a Komoria. I grab a 2k counter. And I'm probably also trying to get the cards down in my hand so I can get my Love Mellow off. And I have 2 Dawn active and I have 4 in hand. So perfect cards to get my Love Mellow to go. He goes on his next turn, he has 6 Dawn. And honestly, this guy needs to help clear board. So he goes 5, most likely at one of these. I do a simple... Oh, I just let it go. Okay, maybe it wasn't that simple. 5, and I probably decide just to Love Mellow because I'm not sure if he's going to not do anything. So I Love Mellow to draw a card. Plays the Luffy. It goes for 8 at my Kuma. And I decided to do 2 2Ks. That's what I decided to do. I'm not even sure if it's at the Kuma, but I'm assuming it's at the Kuma. I'm trying to fight his board right now, and I really need to keep this. And I am dropping a lot of cards in my hand, but I probably have some kind of plan here. So I'm thinking exactly what I will need to do. I think what I'm thinking about doing is, so I swing 5, most likely at a Zoro character. He gives me a 1k counter. And then I'm thinking, how big do I need to make this in order to take out his character card? And I go 5, most likely at his character. He lets it go. I pay 4 for a boa. I throw 1 Dawn under this. 2 cards in hand and 2 active. Very unique situation. I don't even know why I put the Dawn under the boa. I just do. I might want to dig. I guess I have no top checkers right now, so I'm kind of throwing in the dark, and I probably don't mind losing this Kuma now. But I'd like to get the draw off regardless to dig in both of these situations. But it's okay if my boa also keeps standing because I want to swing into his characters. He thinks for a while. He swings 9. Most likely at the Kuma, and it dies. I can't seem to find a pacifist to save my life. I bet you it's the first life, too. He goes ahead and throws down that Brook. He ends up swinging 7 at my lead. I use a Love Mellow to draw a card. And I draw for turn. This is pretty good. I got Saboa Hancock, so I'm going to draw with this as well. And he only has 3 cards in hand, so we're fighting over field. This is a definitely unique game state when we're fighting over field. So I first swing for 6 at his Luffy, drawing a card. It looks like I'm digging. He has to let it go, which pretty much tells me he is not really holding much counter of anything. Maybe he has a bunch of new gates in hand, which would be pretty good for him. I just show 2 Dawn on my leader. And I throw an extra Dawn on my Boa because I'm afraid of pistoling. I go 7-8 to Jinbei, and he's like, "Oh no, damn, my good Boa play. This is a pro play. I put in a Dawn on my Boa, but he kills this. I bottom deck a Nami, and then I play Gecko Maria, grabbing a 2K counter. There's real no, I grab a Kuma instead. It looks like I drew a Pacifista. I literally flashed it in that scene just a second ago. It looks like I drew a Pacifista at some point." But that was a good jet pistol by him, but I definitely wanted to keep my my Boa there. He's gonna have to deal with that. Opponent's thinking for quite a while, and he plays the new gate. After he plays the new gate, he's thinking for a while. You know, it might be like a trend here. But a lot of One Piece players, they have a lot of arm tattoos and hand tattoos. It just seems to be a thing, right? In my opinion, at least on webcam, I feel like a lot of people do. That's how I differentiate people sometimes. Like, oh, I know you. I've seen you with that tattoo before. He ends up throwing 1 Dawn, though, standing Dawn on his Brook, killing that. And then the resting Dawn on this. It's kind of odd. It kind of just tells me that he really has nothing to use that Dawn with. So I need to start punching him here. Okay. I do definitely want to kill his Brook. So it looks like I go 5 at his Brook. He lets it go. And then I go 9. Bottom decking this. I just need to get this out now. Playing a Perona. Looks like I top decked one or in some scenario. And my main goal is just to fight his field, which is it's now gone. But now next turn I can either start punching for 5, or if he drops another new gate, I can punch for 7, and he's gonna be in trouble. So he goes ahead and resets this turn, draws for turn, and he's just thinking. And I'm adjusting. Let's see here. I'm going to skip a little bit. So he's a ping 9, playing another new gate. You know, very standard play. He goes 7, most likely at my leader. And then I probably decide just to take this. I don't really have a lot of Dawn. Oh, no, I counter out. Okay. And I said nothing else better to do. So I go doing this because he's going to swing big with his new gate this turn. And then next turn, he's going to wreck me. So if I can manage that. He swings 12. I just take this one. Kind of ridiculous. He just honestly should keep 1 active to throw me off, but that just tells me he has no counter in hand. So I know now I need to start punching for 7s, and that's probably going to hurt him the most because that's exactly what it is. So he takes it. I probably could swing at his new gate for 10 as well, but we're going to go at his lead here. I go 7, paying 1, getting that off. He actually gives me a 2K counter. He probably just got that one, which is kind of nice. So then we go 9. He's going to have to take that as well. And then I pay 3. Playing the blocker, Dofi. I'm just going to keep it all on top of the deck, I guess. Did I even use this skill? I could have dug a little bit. That's funny. I didn't even care. I don't care. I'll keep it on top. That's so funny. I probably could have dug 1 card deeper, but I'm just like, I'll leave it on top. That's so funny. I didn't even look. I just placed the blocker basically for 3. Okay, my field's pretty big here. He if he can't play another new gate without dying, he will lose next turn because he's telling me he has like no counter in hand. So he ends up spreading out his Dawn. I'm gonna skip through this a little bit because he's just thinking for quite a bit. I do the same thing when I'm about to lose. So that's pretty rude of me to say that, but you know, it is what it is. So he goes Otama, reducing the power of that blocker, which, you know, pretty good. And throws 2 Dawn. Oh, he went, looks like 5 Dawn on that. So it's a total of 15 on my Mihawk. So I need a total of 7K. I have to let that go, but that's okay. I don't need to go tall anymore. My board's wide enough. I am telegraphing I have a Love Mellow in hand. He ends up going 10, most likely at a character. I just let it go. Again, I only need 2 attacks to go through this turn. He's not gonna, it's gonna be really hard for him to defend 2 attacks. So I just need to defend this one Gecko Moria, which there's no way for him to kill it now, right? I have 3 cards in hand, and one's a Love Mellow. He could do some things, but there's really no way. Oh, let's see, Jet Pistols it, right? But then I can still use Perona with my Luffy. My Perona, my Doflamingo leader, and just swing for big and big. And call it a day. But he thinks for quite a while here. I'm going to skip through. He ends up just attaching 2 Dawn to his leader and swinging 7, and I just do that. He gets his Zoro character out and swings 5, most likely on my Gecko Maria. And I'm just overthinking, do I have lethal next turn? And I'm like, yeah, I do. So I'm going to counter out. So I draw. I put 2 Dawn under this foo. And then I'm thinking to myself, what special? Do I need to go 6 or 7? I think I decided to go 6 here with this attack. To see where that goes. Because I'm basically just overthinking everything. So I end up putting 5. No, I go 7. Yeah, that's fine. So I start with a 7. He has 3 cards in hand, one life, so he has to take that, which it's pretty strong, right? I go 7 again, and he gives me a 2K to 1K, and then I go 8. He only has no counter in hand, so I show what's in my life. 1 cost, 4 cost, 4 cost, and then my hand's pretty juiced out with all these blockers. So it's pretty good. I think I told him that I made him a good mistake, but it was just a hard fought game. But hey, thank you all so much for watching. That was game 5 of my 9-game series. I'll most likely be spam posting these today, so you'll probably see a bunch going out. So make sure to like and subscribe. See when the next one comes out. Talk to you soon. Peace.